You hungry? Well, I'm hungry. You like baseball? Well, I love that shit. Want a slice of pizza? Go to New York. You want hot weather? Come to LA. You want to break bread? Call Nick Turturro. Ready, motherfucker? Are you ready? Well, I'm fucking ready. Get ready! Do your thing. Come on, get it going, motherfuckers. Let's go. Got Ben Baller in the place over here. All right? Fucking around. Salted bagel. We got the champagne. We got the Nick thing. Let's go, man. Let's rock this motherfucker. Come on, Ben. Here we go. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Come on.
What do you know about this, BBD?
Fucking, I know BBD. Rappaport, you're not here, boy. Your boy Ben Baller's here. Yeah. Oh, I like this shit. It's me and my fucking 85 Black Riviera velour. I thought I was macking.
This is a good time, man. This was 1991 right here.
Take me back,
good
Ben.
Times.
1991, man.
I was a senior in high school, man.
Senior in high school?
Yeah.
Shit, how old are you?
46.
46. I got a few years on you.
You're,
I'm 57.
Okay, you're almost my brother's age. My brother was born in 65, so he's 54, I think, yeah. So
okay.
You guys would have been in high school at the same time.
What were you like in high school? What was Ben Baller like? You a popular kid?
I was all right. You know, I played ball, you know, so I got a scholarship to play football, you know, and I played basketball. You know what I was, man? I was a class clown, and I was also a part-time bully.
Really?
Which is not good, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and especially when I became a senior, I don't give a fuck how big you were. When we did hitting drills, you could be bigger than me. I'm gonna fucking try to lay you the fuck out.
Really?
And I was a wide receiver and a DB in high school. Do you know what I mean? I felt like I just took so much shit growing up. I was like, oh, I'm about to give it all back times 50.
Really?
Yeah. So you know, I was a little bit of a fucking beast.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Fairfax High School and Beverly Hills High School.
Oh, so right here.
Yep. Right here in LA.
So you're
man.
LA boy, huh?
LA, born and raised, man. This is fucking like this salted fucking Jewish bagel here is crazy.
I gave him a fucking salted bagel. I like my salted bagel. I like salt. You know what I mean? Salt and pepper.
You have it on the table, the salt.
I got the kosher salt over there. You kosher, Ben? I thought you were Jewish when I first met you.
Yeah, half my family's Jewish. And I fucking went to high school.
So
60%
you're honorary Jewish.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my son. He went to all the bar mitzvahs. He's like honorary Jewish.
And my sister's Jewish, you know what I'm saying? My nieces are Jewish, you know. So
Yeah.
it's like, you know, it's...
That's
you
your
know,
real name?
You have a...
Ben
Ben's my real
Baller?
name, yeah. No, Ben, my last name's Yang.
Yang.
But I got baller for playing ball. Not from being a baller with money, you know what I'm saying? I was broke in college. It's one thing going to bar mitzvahs and bat mitzvahs. It's a whole other thing. Even when your cousins have one, it's kind of like, okay, well, it's your aunt, your uncle's kid, it's your cousin, it's your first cousin. It's different when it's your niece. Because I feel like it's like tied into it.
Right.
And you know, my nieces, they're twins, they're Jewish, but it's all good. You know, I have had nothing but love. I grew up around them all my life.
Right.
I grew up around more Jews and blacks than I have Koreans. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I mean, it's what, whatever you know, whatever you feel, comfortable with.
I mean, that's just what I grew up with. You know, so
Yeah.
it's like all
Yeah.
the Jewish jokes and everything else. That's just what I grew up with. You know.
No, it's not a problem, right?
No, not at all. What are you talking about?
You a good basketball player? You were really good?
In high school, I was. In
Yeah.
college, I was even better. But you know, every time you rise up to a better league, you have better competition.
Right.
And there's more people out there. I'll be honest with you. As bad as I wanted it,
Right.
and think about if you want something so bad, you're like, I'll fucking kill somebody for this. Someone out there even want to kill more people than you know what I'm saying, than you will, and they have more desire. And
Isn't that amazing when you think like when you're young and you think like, wow, I was a pretty good basketball player in the 5th grade or 6th grade. Then a couple of years later, you see kids grow, this and that, and you're like, I thought I was a bad motherfucker, and all of a sudden you find out, holy shit, I ain't shit, I mean,
Yeah.
you see, as you say, as the competition rises, you get to see like where reality hits you, and you go, wow,
so, you know, I played ball. There's a guy named Harold Miner back in the day who was amazing. Baby Jordan played for the Heat.
Were you a point guard?
No, I was a 2 guard. And I remember like, playing against him. I remember playing against Jason Kidd. I remember playing against Steve Nash in college. And you think about it, even at Steve Nash, I didn't feel like it was like, damn, I can't take this guy. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, cool, boom. This guy ends up being one of the best guards in the fucking entire NBA.
You didn't see
and
that?
you're like, no, not at all. I'll tell you right now. Jason, I did.
Oh,
Jason
yeah.
Kidd, I saw it. But I still didn't think much of it. Now, because Cartwright went to USF, went to San Francisco, you know, that's our backyard. Mm-hmm. Every time the Bulls would go play the Warriors,
Right.
he would bring the Chicago Bulls to USF to go practice at San Francisco. So one day I'm like, you know what, fuck it. And I'm watching the Bulls. This is 92, maybe 93. I'm watching the Bulls. This is MJ, the real motherfucking Jordan, in his prime.
Right.
It's not the 96 Bulls, but he's in his prime. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you watch them run a 3-man weave. Just watching them run weaves.
Right.
And at that point, I knew, wow, dog, there's no motherfucking way in a million years. I couldn't even mentally keep up with watching what I was seeing.
Yeah.
Just running fucking weaves.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different level.
Yeah.
And, you know, when I transferred from Cal to SF State, I played Division II, but we play against Division I schools here and there. And it was like, you know, Santa Clara we play against every year, but that's where Steve Nash went. But, like, when I played football, I knew when I got a good hit, you know, boom, cool. I played DB. I wasn't on offense. You played both ways when I was in high school, and I was like, man, this is just too much to understand. Then I played against arguably the top 3 greatest linemen in the history of NFL.
Who's that?
Larry Allen.
Larry Allen.
Played for the fucking Dallas Cowboys. He was a offensive lineman. I think he maybe arguably the best 1 or 2 linemen in the history of the NFL. Went to the Pro Bowl every single year, whatever. This guy played for Sonoma State, another Division II school.
Jesus Christ.
You know what a screen pattern is, right?
Yeah.
Quarterback drops back, waits, fucking the wall goes right here, and the running back runs behind him and throw it, boom, and it's just like a wall, and you're running behind a wall.
Right.
And I really called a wall because of Larry Allen. And I remember my DB coach, Woodruff would say, man, you got to run right through him, Yang. You got to run right through it. And I'm telling you right now, I promise you, I'm older. I know, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, this is fucking 25 years ago, 27 years ago. If I ran into this wall here, right, that wouldn't be shit. I'd rather do this 50 times and do it. Like, that was the worst hit. That was probably up there with the worst hit. And the second was another guy ended up playing for the Rams. I forgot his name was Rich something. And I remember we were on goal line. Right. And I was like, fuck, man. We're already down, you know what I'm saying? So, fuck, I got nothing to lose. Mm-hmm. So just go in here and fucking just try to clean somebody's fucking clock. Right. So I corner blitzed and went in. And I went right in the direct path. This dude I remember I went eye to eye with this guy. He did not, like, this was crazy. He looked at me like I was so sweet, like I was like a little fucking bitch, like it was nothing. And not only did he run me over, he pummeled me. Really? Like, it was fucked up. And I was like, God damn, dog. Like, and he was going to the league the next year. Mm-hmm. And I was a redshirt freshman. So I already redshirted 1 year when I was playing. And I was like, wow. Like, I can't believe. Like, now I get, you know what I mean, how strong people were and everything else. I didn't even find out about steroids till my sophomore year in college. I was like, yo, what the fuck's going on here? You know what I mean? Like, how are these motherfuckers 350 pounds and they're right behind me? Right. Like, this is some crazy shit.
Were they doing steroids?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna fucking hide it, you know what I'm saying? It was that they were, and it was like, I thought about it, I was like, yo, man, the first thing I heard was it make your dick shrink, and I was like, man, I can't take that. I can't do that one, bro. I can't do that one, you know what I mean? And it was crazy, during this era, how it relates.
Is that true? Is that true?
I have no idea. I heard.
No, they say
I've
shrink your dick.
I've seen people.
But does it give you a limp dick?
I don't know if it gives you a lump, but I know it's supposed to shrink it. But then, get really bad acne. You have a protruding forehead. And I remember this dude. This guy looked like Colossus. He had a fucking metal forehead protruding out of his fucking head. I was like, yo, you gotta chill. He was the only dude that was actually shorter than me on the team, too. Really? There's only one guy weaker than me, is Jewish guy.
How tall have you been?
I'm 6 feet. I'm average, you know what I'm saying?
6 is pretty good height.
But, in football...
In my family, that's big.
Now that's actually kind of like... How tall is John?
Oh, John got all the height.
Yeah, John's like...
Fucking 6'1".
Yeah, I figured John was
pretty tall. They thought I was going
to
be a midget. Because I hardly fucking grew. My father used to put me against the wall. He'd say, get him against the wall. Measure him. Measure his fucking ass. And then he'd put me in that. If I grew like a half an inch, he'd say, not bad. He grew a little bit. He's got to fucking eat. Kitty, he's got to eat. My mother's name was Catherine. He'd call her Kitty. And he'd say, he doesn't eat. He doesn't drink milk. Because I was like very finicky,
Yeah, so was I.
My brother fucking grew. Like, my dad said he grew in bed. He grew 8 inches when he was a kid.
No, I grew 5 inches in almost like less than a year. It was pretty crazy. You know what I mean? That's what changed everything.
Right.
But one of my cousins is 6'6".
That's tall.
I can't. I would have made it. I honestly feel like I would have made it to the league.
If you were 6'6", you would have.
I'd have made it to the league. I felt like I don't know if I would have been. At least I would have made it though. You know what I mean? And been like.
You think you would have made it if you had that height?
It had changed my entire life. It had changed my entire life. It had been a whole different.
But isn't that something guys that are 6 feet, like your size, that make it?
No, for sure,
how
but
good they gotta be to make it at that height?
Like when I stand next to Allen Iverson and I see that we're the same height, I'm just like, wow, man, it's crazy.
How fucking great this guy to be, right? Yeah. And what was he soaking wet? 6 feet? And he was a little skinny guy, right?
150, 160, maybe. I'm 200 right now, you know?
You're 200?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
No, but I'm 30 pounds overweight, probably.
30?
20 at least.
Yeah, how's your diet?
I mean, this shit's terrible, you know what I mean? It's fucking... It's terrible. But no, I mean, how this all relates is funny because we're going back to college.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was big into Spike Lee movies.
Oh, okay. You started watching Spike?
This is my college. No shit. I watched She's Gotta Have It when I was in high school. Was I in high school? Yeah, I was in high school when She Gotta Have It came out. Barely in high school when She's Gotta Have It came out. School Days came out.
Mm-hmm. Then Do the Right Thing, right?
Do the Right Thing came out 89, yeah.
Right.
School Days might have came out actually after.
No, before Do the Right Thing.
For sure?
Yeah.
Okay, Mo Better Blues was what year then? 90? I don't think I watched Mo Better Blues until way later. Mm-hmm. But I will tell you this.
What year is it?
90.
90?
Listen, did Spike direct Jungle Fever too?
Yeah.
Shit, man, that was fucking. I saw it in theaters, yeah.
I finally showed it to my son.
Listen, you were in Jungle Fever. Holy shit.
They fucking put me on the map. You just realize that? Put me on the map because after I did Mo
You
Better...
kept playing the fucking Public Enemy in the car all the time
I was playing
shit.
PE, right.
Yeah, oh
Told
my
my girlfriend
God.
to wait in the fucking
Yeah.
car. I had the
Just let me get
Sergio Tacchini suit on.
Oh my God. And who's the other dude he's a nice guy though? He's always in the bars. Hey, let me get another egg cream.
Oh, you mean
Let me get egg cream.
Mike Bartolucco?
That guy's
He
fucking
played Frankie
hilarious.
Botts.
Yeah, that guy's
He
hilarious,
goes,
bro.
Frankie, give me another egg cream, Paulie.
Yeah.
Give me egg cream.
Who's Paula Abdul?
Who's Paula Abdul?
She got nice
She got
tits?
big tits? Yeah, he goes, I fuck her in a second. So
was
we're
amazing.
talking about, in the movie, we're talking about fucking, black girls, this and that. And my character's like, yeah, I'd fuck her too, but I wouldn't walk on 18th Avenue with her. He goes, my character was like, complete racist.
That was some funny shit. I remember.
Was based on this kid, Joey Farmer, who basically fucking killed some kid. Because that's what Spike wanted me to be. Spike was like, you're going to play Joey Farmer, bro. So I was living
What the
with...
fuck am I talking about? Oh my God, John was the fucking
John was the fucking guy
that was in love with
in the
fucking,
deli.
Yeah,
I tell you,
man.
if you watch just those scenes,
I'm gonna watch it again.
If you watch just those scenes, and that's like a TV show today. If you fucking did that show the right way, did it in that time, the mentality, the morons of that neighborhood, Bensonhurst, that existed. No offense, but they were like fucking those kind of Italians that I don't want to be, but they exist out there. And they were really boneheads. I played one of them. And my brother was like the nice guy trying to get out of the neighborhood. We fucking terrorized him.
His dad was Anthony Perkins. Oh, no,
Anthony Quinn.
Anthony Quinn, I mean.
Yeah. But I was so young. I was so psyched up. I was waiting. We were rehearsing for a while with Spike. We were fucking improvising. We'd write all our improvisation in the fucking movie. I had a few lines that people on the subway...
Did you have any scenes with Annabelle Ciora or no?
No. John did.
Only John did, right? Yeah.
John did.
You know what's crazy? You see a movie, and they'll be like, even that show your son was talking about, little Nick was talking about, All American.
Yeah.
My boy Demetrius Trip, he played Tupac in the movie, in the Tupac biopic, the most recent one. And there's this kid on the show named Christian Cody. He played the bad guy, little white kid who's kind of like the little son of a bitch motherfucker. You know what I mean? We can curse, right? We can say whatever we want.
Say whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, so I asked him, I said, hey man, you're a meet. He goes, nah, we shot different scenes. You think about that. You guys could be on a fucking movie together and never see each other ever.
Right.
For a very small time, I had a crush on Annabella.
You did?
Yeah, way back in the day, I had a small crush on her.
She was pretty hot.
Yeah, no, I had a crush on her. I actually met her later on in life too. It's funny.
You did meet her?
I met her at Russell Simmons had a party one time up in the hills, man. It was weird. And it was like a 2-minute thing. What can I fucking say? Whatever. But
yeah.
I think about just Spike, because I know you say put you on the map and everything, and I think about that. When I finally saw Malcolm X, and I saw it in the theater, the movie's like fucking 4 hours long, right? It was like 3.5 hours long. Were you in that movie at all?
I was a racist cop. He always makes me a racist.
So you were in the movie?
Yeah.
So I watched...
He's in the toilet bowl when his head is on fire or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, hey, get your head out of the bowl. I don't want to say the word.
Oh, yeah.
Get your head out of the bowl.
Yeah. I saw that movie in the theaters, and that movie fucked me up. Like, that really,
Malcolm
to
X?
me, yeah, I was like, wow, this movie...
That's a good movie.
I can't fucking believe it. Listen, Do the Right Thing deserved best movie that year. I remember Prince really campaigned for it. He even said something at the actually Kim Basinger said something because she was dating Prince at the time.
Do the Right Thing is a terrific movie. The only thing I don't like at the end, the ending's a little flawed to me. As much as I love the movie,
The ending meaning after the riot?
during the way it went down, the way it went down, and just the way the fucking cops left, and then they burned a joint, and it was a little weird. And then he goes the next day. He goes there to get paid and shit.
Him going to get paid was kind of fucked me up. Like that was crazy. Like where the fuck? I mean, and that's Spike. He's playing. He's playing a character. He's playing Mook. But like,
I mean, to have that whole conversation.
You know what's great about this? Let me tell you something quick. And this is your podcast, but like I can't talk about your son because it's different because you enforced it upon him. You know what I mean? In a certain way. There's no way you bring a 29-year-old kid in here who listens to fucking new hip hop and everything. That's gonna know anything what the fuck we're talking about.
Right.
Am I right? I'm being serious.
Yeah, you're right.
Like I'm talking about like what's Bugging Out's name? Giancarlo
Esposito.
You guys are friends or
We are friends.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like this guy's a fucking brilliant actor. Like
Great
every single
actor.
person that came out of there is amazing. Like and if it wasn't for like some of the things that like
Sam Jackson, all these people.
No, Rappaport brings up some crazy things, and he brings up what John Singleton done, and like even with Spike and whatever. And you think about some of the people that are in these fucking movies, and like I didn't even, when you start scrolling up, I'm just like, yo, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Hey,
forget about it.
I was at the table read, my first movie, Mo Better Blues. Robin Harris, this guy that was like the next fucking Red Fox, was brilliant. Denzel Washington, who I really didn't even know yet, was just coming up, and I saw him, at the read, and I was like, to my brother, I was just happy to be there, and I said, holy shit, who the fuck is this guy? He goes, oh, he's Denzel Washington. He's great. He's gonna be a star. I said, I kind of knew it. I didn't.
Your brother said that?
Yeah, he said that to me. And then I remember we did one scene with him. He comes through the door like on fire. Not only was he handsome and not only was he talented, he was a movie star. And it's my fucking first movie. And here I am, like toe to toe with me and my brother playing these two Jewish guys with Denzel. And I'm like, I was even out of my light. And Denzel goes, hey, Nick, move over a little bit. And I was like, my brother goes, see, he's looking out for you, Nick. He's looking out. I didn't even know what my fucking light meant. I was just like, but he was laughing. He got a kick out of me. He was like, you dudes are funny. You're funny motherfuckers. I was like, well, if Denzel's saying that, I must be all right,
I met Denzel in '94, and he changed my life. You know what I mean? He wanted to put me in the game.
He was impressive. Impressive. I mean,
we talked, and he was actually.
You met him in '94?
He gave me my first shot. He gave me my shot in Hollywood.
Oh, really?
I worked at a place he owned. That ended up leading to me meeting Tupac, Jada Pinkett.
So what did you do for?
I was a DJ.
You were DJing?
I knew he owned a place, and I just wanted, and he gave me a chance, and he just he was a small partner there.
Right.
I ended up meeting everybody you could think of, Dr. Dre, every single person possible.
You met everybody.
Yeah, one of his best friends, this guy named Brad Johnson. They're still best friends to this day. I saw Denzel last week or 2 weeks ago at Easter. I'm at the Montage in Beverly Hills. My father-in-law says, Denzel Washington's over there.
Did you go over?
I walked over. I was like, yo, D, what's up? And he was in a really bad mood. Like, I'm telling you right now, he was distraught. He was pissed. Yeah.
This was Easter?
It was Easter, and he was on the phone. He was like, gang, what's going on, man? He's like, I'm sorry. I was like, you all right? He goes, no, I'm not okay, but I'm sorry, man. And you know what?
That's cool.
I've run into Denzel probably 5 times in the last couple of years. Ran into him at ringside at the fight.
Right.
He knows, hey, man, Gang's finally here, sitting with me ringside,
right,
courtside, boom, here and there, and they make jokes about it. But he's like, hey, man, my sister worked with him a few times. My sister's one of the biggest stylists in all of Hollywood. I'm so proud to say that because people could say I'm one of the biggest jewelers in the world, and they would be right. I wouldn't say that with not even one crack in my voice, no doubt or anything. They'd be right. But my sister's legitimately 10 times bigger than I ever could be. And like, she's so enormous. Like, my sister's done like 300 covers of Vogue, GQ. She dressed Tom Cruise for like 10 years, fucking Brad Pitt for like 10 years, George Clooney for 10. She's dressed 3 or 4 president-elects. I think she's had like 10, 15 best actors. Like, one year she had best actor, best actress, best supporting, and best support. I was like, come on, get the fuck out of here. That's almost impossible.
Wow. That's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? Impossible to style those people.
Right.
Like, it was the year that the fighter, Christian Bale won the fighter. How the fuck you're the best actor, best actress, then best supporting actress, something crazy like that. And I was like, this is nuts. So my sister's working with fucking, with Denzel, and I was like, hey man, whatever. I hadn't talked to him in a minute. Sometimes you don't go like 5, 6 years, whatever. And I'm on the grind, and I'm coming up, and people are telling him,
Right.
Hey, Ben's kind of a big deal now, you know, boom. And he's like, yeah, whatever, you know.
I remember Yang back when he was...
He's Denzel, you know.
Right,
so,
he's Denzel.
So I'm telling my sister, I'm like, hey, man, just tell him I appreciate everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it wasn't for him, boom. I guess my sister's like, yo, he's got a Lamborghini now. He's living in a high-rise condo in downtown. He's got a fucking Rolls Royce, you know, boom.
How fucking good is he, huh?
And so
How
Denzel,
good is he?
Denzel texts from her phone. He goes, yo, this is D. He goes,
Texted you?
Yeah, he goes, I got one thing to say to you. Yeah, he goes, and I was like, what's up? He was like, where's my motherfucking check? N-word, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
N-word. I was like, oh man. And so, you know, I saw him on my 40th birthday. I was at the Laker game. Happened to be at the Laker game on my 40th birthday. And we took a pic together on my birthday. We're on the floor. And he goes, gang, what's up with all these chains? What's going on with you? What's up with all these jewels? You got the shines on you, boom, whatever. And I think about all of it. And how does it tie in?
Right.
Is he did movies after, you know what I mean? When I worked with him, he was like, yo, man, I'm doing a movie called Virtuosity. I'm finally getting my first big check. And then we were talking, at the time, me and him became friends, he was doing Crimson Tide. Mm-hmm. And I was like, hey, man, like, who's this? I was asking him. You know, I'm fucking 21 years old. You know what I mean? I'm asking this guy questions. I'm like, listen, I'm just graduated, you know, I'm just finished with college pretty much, I'm 22, whatever. And I'm like, hey, man.
What year was that?
95. So, and, you know,
Just out of college.
Yeah,
Fresh out.
I said, hey, man, let me ask you a question seriously. Who's the baddest motherfucker? Who got skills? And he told me, he goes, you know what? He said, Eddie on camera is just incredible. You know, Eddie Murphy. At the time, you know, people don't even know who fucking Eddie Murphy is now.
Right.
These kids, they don't know.
They don't know.
And we're breaking it down, and we're just talking. And I remember, I can't say too much because I don't want to put it out there and have the fucking press, whatever. But, you know, there'd be times where we'd be out. Salud, man. And there'd be times we'd be out. And D would get us out of trouble because he's so fucking charismatic, such a charming person. And I was like, oh shit, man, that could have been some shit, you know? And so going on, I think about that, and he's talking about Eddie Murphy's talking about this, and he's telling me, he goes, yo, the guy I'm doing a movie with right now, Gene Hackman, this motherfucker has skills beyond belief. And I was like...
You said that about Hackman?
And I thought about it, and I was like, because, you know, you think about Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Think about this guy, just Jesus Christ, this guy gave the fucking performance of a fucking lifetime. You know,
Killed it.
Yeah, killed it, right?
Yeah.
And then you see him in Training Day, you're like, you really realize this guy's out of his mind, right? But this is years before. This is 6-7 years before, and he's like, yo, and you think about Gene Hackman. Think about
a heavyweight.
I mean, think about Superman, and think about, you know, all the shit that he's done and everything, and just
French Connection.
French Connection. Oh my God. That was like one of my dad's favorite movies, you know, and like just watching that.
You could see Gene Hackman in any movie. Here's why he's a great actor, and he's interesting.
Hoosiers, man.
You know, even like Denzel. Denzel in movies that are not great, you still can't take your eyes off of him.
Nah, for sure. He's still,
like, you mentioned Training Day. You mentioned Crimson Tide. And then you think Hurricane. Then you think Flight. And then I watched him in some movie the other day with that Spanish chick. What's her name? It wasn't even a great movie.
Two Guns?
Two Guns is entertaining, but I mean, he's just great in everything. You can't, even in a bad movie.
You know, that one movie was Sanaa Lathan and Eva Mendes. Yeah,
Eva Mendes, who, you know, is nice to look at.
No, but he was good in it. Yeah,
yeah, but he's good in it. He's still good in it, even though it's like kind of a cheesy movie. Dude is great.
The Magnificent Seven, he was incredible in. That was recent too. That was like the last 3 years.
That's one of Fuqua's movies.
Is that a Fuqua movie?
Yeah, it's a Fuqua
movie. I didn't see that movie.
Fuqua.
Yeah, Antoine
got one of his first jobs when I was at Priority Records as a music executive. He was directing music videos.
Oh, he started.
He was at
that
Propaganda,
way?
yeah.
He started that way.
And I mean, Dave Fincher was at fucking Propaganda too. But you know, like Devil in a Blue Dress. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He was out of his mind. And Don Cheadle stole that movie from him.
Don Cheadle's a badass actor.
Don Cheadle. Like, I can't do this Avengers shit. Him being in that movie shit is ridiculous. Like,
I mean, those guys do those movies for the money.
But I'm talking about, you watch Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle's a fucking...
Yeah.
He's a terrific actor. And a good dude. I've met him at the fights.
He's awesome.
We've met him at the fights. He's an awesome guy to talk to. Yeah. And a hell of a fucking actor. I used to see him on Picket Fences on the Fox lot. Because I was doing NYPD Blue.
So we're looking at here.
What are you looking at?
Great Debaters.
Oh.
Fuck that movie. Taking a Pelham 123. I was disappointed. Booking Eli. I fell asleep. Unstoppable. That's okay. Safe House. That's all right. Flight. He was fucking on fire in Flight. That motherfucker really played a cokehead pilot. Equalizer, one of my favorite fucking movies ever. Fences, good.
It's good.
Roman J. Israel. You know what? That was probably one of the movies I felt like, you know what, dude, I don't know about this one.
Oh yeah, Roman.
I don't know about Roman J. I was so excited to watch it. Then when I watched it, I'm like, yo, you're playing like 5 Denzel characters, and
Yeah.
you know, I should be a goddamn fucking movie critic. That's
Hey,
what
you
I
should be.
do.
You'd be a good critic.
I should have
But
been
you
a
don't know
goddamn-
how good these guys are till you see them up close.
Yeah.
I was a young cat when I saw him, and I had my eyes open because I was like a good student.
How
of
old
the
were you in
game.
1992?
1992, I was 30, but I looked like I was 20.
Yeah, you know, in Jungle Fever, I'm not gonna lie to you, you look like a high school kid.
Yeah,
because,
I
and you were
was-
supposed to be playing like a 19, 20-year-old kid, right?
I was
Like,
really young. I really young looking. I was skinny, thin, starving for weight, always losing weight.
and you said one thing. Listen, people don't fucking know now. There's a streetwear brand now called Stamped, and they sell it in Barney's, and they're high end. My boy Chris owns the company. He just did a collaboration with Sergio T. And I'm like, listen, let me explain to him.
Can I see what that looks like?
It's
Shit.
fire. And I said, listen, bro. He gave it to me. He gave me
I
a
had
couple
the
things.
black Sergio Tacchini blacks.
Listen, if
Oh,
you
it was
had,
so-
if you
with
had
the white Keds, like
if
the
you
real
had-
Cougine.
Yeah, if you had any Sergio Tacchini or Lecoq Sportif back in the day, if you had the
You were the
real,
shit, right?
Yeah, you were. Come on, you're killing it, man. You were destroying it. You know, like if you had a real Sergio Tacchini, especially if it was like the crushed nylon, if you had the poly, the tracksuits. Come on, man. He just made a new collection with Sergio Tacchini. It looks amazing. I have a couple pieces at
Can
the
we
house.
pull it up? What's it called?
Stamped S-A-P-D. Put a D after the no E, and then T-A-C-H.
He likes all this shit. He likes this stuff.
It's 2 N's. Yeah, there you go. Two C's, I'm sorry.
Let's see. Stamped. So this is your cousin?
No, that's just my friend of mine. Look at how
friend.
fucking cool this guy
Oh, shit,
redid
look
all
at
this
the
shit.
black. It almost looks like a Sergio
Yeah.
Tacchini.
He did. He basically he took
He
it.
did. He took the fucking
So
thing.
check this out. Go back up to the
Oh!
hoodie. Go back to the hoodie. Go back to the
Look
hoodie.
at
No.
that,
Go to the
man.
right. Go to the right. Go to the right. Right there. Do me a favor. Click on the price real quick. I know it says sold out, but see if it goes over to the.
It's a lot of money.
Oh, actually, no. It's not as bad as I thought. So $215 for this hoodie. What size hoodie you?
Large.
You can fit an XL or no? You shrink it or no?
Not good.
I got an extra one of these. I'm gonna give it to you.
You do? Ah, sweet.
It's fucking amazing.
Sweet, I'll wear it.
And that era, you know, it's you can't forget about it. That's why I love. Listen.
I love that era.
Every time I was a kid, I was always hanging out with older people. Now, that I'm older, I'm always hanging out with these young kids. You know what I mean? Hanging out with
Right.
these young kids and everything else.
That's
The kids
what I
are
do, too.
25, 30, whatever, and I'm just soaking up shit. Then I try to break it down because I want to translate the era before me.
Right, to
into
let
these
them
young
know
kids.
and
Yeah.
bring it back. Right, that's what I do. I mean, I go to all these vintage stores. I shop in Buffalo Exchange, Wasteland. I find great shit. I love it. It's like a high. It's like a drug to me. I love this shit. I find
Wasteland's a great
baseball.
place, yeah.
Oh,
Buffalo Exchange is
Wasteland
great,
is
yeah.
slamming. The one in Studio City.
Wasteland has been around for.
They know me in there. They fucking know me, man.
The original Wasteland opened up on
there's
Melrose.
There's a black guy that's the security guard. It's hilarious. He's like 6'8", and every clothes I put on, he goes, "Come on, man. Come on, man." And when he says "come on, man," that means I gotta buy it.
Yeah.
Everything I put on, "Come on, man." God. And I'm like,
You know, here's something funny. I'm looking at the. First of all,
yeah,
I was a fan of the original Burt Reynolds.
oh,
Long
the
Shot,
original
right?
is great.
It was great.
It's a great movie.
But this right here, with me, Chris Rock is hit and miss, right?
Yeah.
I thought he was pretty decent in this movie, but what cracked me up was Terry Crews fucked me up. Cheeseburger Eddie's one of my favorite fucking characters in any movie ever, right?
I didn't know the movie was gonna be that funny.
Yeah,
you know.
it fucked me up. And I've been a big Adam Sandler fan, and I'm even a bigger fan of his. When he decided to work with fucking Paul Thomas Anderson, you're talking about fucking
Yeah,
one
that's
of
a
my favorite.
heavyweight.
Yeah, we're talking
Yeah.
about a serious director where, you know, and I watched Punch Drunk Love, and I was like, yo,
Adam did a good job.
this
really
is me.
good job.
This is me.
Yeah.
So my sister is Adam's stylist. So they have a discussion. There's these new kids, Jewish kids out of New York City. They're crushing it. Directors they're called the Safdie brothers. They had a movie called it was with the dude from Twilight. Anyways, the movie ended up doing really well. It got a lot of praise.
What was that movie?
So SAFDIE. Good Time, yeah, Good Time. Good Time is a great movie. Listen, Nick, go fucking rent it. In fact, I think it's on Amazon Prime for free. Go watch Good Time.
Good
This
Time?
movie is about some New York, but they film it like it's in 2015 or 16, but it's fucking brilliant. It's excellent movie. So they just finished shooting 48 Hours, the
Right.
remake of 48 Hours.
they're remaking
Eddie
it?
Murphy, Nick Nolte. Yes. So now they just finished wrapping the filming of what we called Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems is about a jeweler from New York City, this guy named Joe Rodeo.
Oh, is this the thing that Adam's doing or Adam did?
So Adam did it.
Right. Weren't you a consultant?
I was a consultant.
Yeah.
He shadowed me, and he goes, "Yo, man, you know when I played a chef, I shadowed Thomas Keller. That guy's considered the greatest chef of history of all time, right? French
Right,
Laundry.
right.
And he said when I played a jeweler, I
shadowed
shadowed Ben
you.
Baller, and I was like, wow. When he said that to me, got fucked up. Like, you know, Adam would text me here and there. I don't, like, unless he's asking me a question, I don't just hit Adam. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to bother
Right,
this guy. You know what I
right.
mean? He's got a
He's
fucking
Adam Sandler.
$100 million deal
Yeah.
with fucking Netflix. And
I know.
One of my buddies is his good friend.
Who's that?
Nick. You know what I'm saying?
Swanson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Nick's a fucking clown.
He's
you know
a
what I'm saying?
clown.
Nick is
Yeah,
crazy.
funny guy.
Yeah, funny as fuck. This
Yeah,
guy's
yeah.
fucking amazing
Yeah,
on
he's
camera.
he's in his gang.
Yeah.
You know? I was like a friend of the gang, but you know,
No,
it's
I hear
funny
you.
because when you see guys that have gangs or posses,
Yeah.
like first time I worked with him,
Yeah.
you know, like long and short, I was excited to have the job, and I was like, I seen this whole like entourage, and I was like, wow, like who are these guys? You know, they all
Wait,
come
so
out.
was Nick and he wasn't in Long Show? Was
No, he was in
Nick-
Chuck and Larry.
Nick was like maybe writing on it, you know. Who the
Oh,
fuck
that's
knows?
right. You were in Chuck and Oh
Yeah, I was
my
in
God,
Chuck,
man.
I was in Chuck and
that
Larry
was-
because of Long and Short, you know, because when after he liked what I did in this, he then
I
called,
love that
called me up.
fucking movie, man. Listen,
That was the
wasn't-
greatest thing. I was in Jersey.
know
He
what?
calls me up looking for me, and he's like,
Yeah.
"What's up, brother? What are you doing?" I was losing weight. I was doing Celebrity Fit Club, and he goes, "Why are you losing weight, man?" You know, he goes, "You don't need to be skinny." And my brother's like,
Yeah, man. I love.
"Don't listen to him."
I love that movie. And
What, Chuck and Larry?
Kevin James. Listen, I
Yeah.
didn't even fuck with dude. I didn't really fuck with Hitch too much. I was like, okay, whatever. And then I watched that movie.
Yeah.
And I started watching King of Queens, whatever it was.
King of Queens is a good show.
Wow, man. You know, I never like watched
I
full
wound up
seasons, but
working for him a lot because I met him in that movie. And then I was cooking sauce. I make this great red sauce. And I made it for Adam one day, and fucking Kevin drank it. I'm like, what are you drinking? He goes, oh,
fuck?
I go, he goes, I was drinking the sauce. Who made that?
oh, so
fucking-"
were you on King of Queens before?
No, then I did a guest spot at the very end of it. He let me do a guest spot, you know, because I met him on Chuck and Larry. I didn't know him.
Chuck and Larry fucked me up because
Why the fuck
it
you
was
up?
it was no I'm saying it was so fucking funny.
Oh yeah.
You know, the like his son was fucking gay doing the tap dancing and shit.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
movie's fucking hilarious. And Nick was so great. He was so funny in it. That was a Sandler production, right?
Yeah.
It was originally around a long time, that movie. You know who had that movie was Alexander Payne, I think, was involved with it.
I don't know how Alexander Payne is.
Somehow it came to Adam, but that movie was around for a while.
I don't know if Alexander Payne, I mean, just from watching Sideways, I don't know if Sideways could have been, he wouldn't have made it that comedic. Oh, he
No,
did,
no, of course
he
not.
He did Election. Okay, so this
Of
guy has
course
a...
not. But you gotta understand, once somebody gets a movie and it's their movie, just like The Long and Short. I mean, but that was a remake. Adam could only do so much, but he's also gonna always put his stamp on something. You know what I mean? If it becomes an Adam Sandler movie like Chuck and Larry, it'd have a different tone if, say, Alexander Payne made it.
Yeah, well, Alexander Payne is like more serious and like.
Yeah, it's a little more-
it's a little different.
So when you worked on a movie, you know, you had seen with Ving Rhames.
Yeah, Ving liked me, and then he hired me to be in some movie about Sonny Liston. Ving was like, yeah, I like what you do, man. You know, he was like, I like you. You remind me of Joe Pesci or some shit. So I was like, all right, Ving. He was always trying to fuck with me, too, in a weird way. I never knew what the deal was. I was like, what's this dude always trying to get in my fucking head? And then he hired me to go out to Canada and work with him on some movie called The Phantom Punch with Robert Townsend directed it. Now, good dude. I liked Robert Townsend.
Oh, shit. I
Man,
didn't-
I fucking
I-
liked.
what happened to the movie?
It's a movie that if you find it, you'll like it. But it was like in Canada, some little gangsters out there made it. It's not a bad movie, but it didn't get no exposure here. But people that have seen it,
I was a big fan of Robert Townsend back in the day.
yeah. In fact, the chick from
Billy Madison.
Billy Madison is in it. She's
Which
good
chick from
looking.
what?
Good looking.
The girl who plays his girlfriend,
She married Pete Sampras.
Oh, yeah. I know.
I got an
Yeah.
insane almost love rape scene with her. It's like fucking nuts.
What's funny is about that girl who
Nuts.
almost married Pete Sampras.
She married him, I think.
No, she did marry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I met her way back in the day when I was going out a lot. Yeah, she was always like a little fucking hot little girl.
She's hot. Yeah.
Listen, man, I'm fucking here, man. Anything you want to ask me, man, while I'm here? Oh shit! What did I? Oh yeah. By the way, I bought you some pens.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yo, Ben, you
Wow.
need to get him to smoke these things because he needs to calm down. Like,
I don't really do this shit. What's the benefit in me trying it? Have you started this pen stuff?
Yeah, but I don't think that this ain't the one that calms you down completely. This one just gonna. This is the thing, man. I can't see you being.
I'm not a pen guy. I'm not an herb guy. I'm not a Chiba guy. I'm not a fucking.
talking about?
I'm not a pot guy. I had a bad experience with a bong when I was a kid.
That's different. That's a totally different thing. Listen, I don't smoke bongs.
I'm gonna tell you a true story. I took a hit of a bong in Long Island when I was a kid. I'm gonna see if you guys can follow me. So they go like, hey Nick, you know, try it. I don't really want to try it. I'm kind of innocent, so I just go whatever the bong does. And this is what happened to me, Ben. I'm not bullshitting. I went, oh, motherfuckers. What's up, Nick? What's wrong? I said, nothing. I can't get up. I'm walking around for 3 days like this. Walking like this.
3 days.
I had a party at my parents' house, and the whole party I'm walking like this. They go, Nick, what's wrong with Nick? I go, he took a bong hit. You can't stand up. Somehow the fucking bong got stuck here and it wouldn't release.
That's bullshit.
It's not bullshit. Tell me fucking bullshit. I lived it. You never lived it. I lived it. Fucking bullshit.
I mean, I haven't smoked a bong hit since maybe
You don't see me as a pot guy.
96, maybe.
You don't even probably see me as a pen guy. My wife likes this.
No, it's really nice and mellow, man.
Is,
You know,
is,
it's
is that
nice.
THC or is that?
Oh, that's full. That's full weed, bro.
that's full THC?
So if I take a shot, will it mellow me out right now?
I think it'd even you out.
Yeah. What do you do?
I don't think you should do right now, though.
No,
but
all
here.
right, I'll save it. I'll save it.
But you and your wife, you're chilling
I'll
at the
save
house,
it.
kicking it.
Yeah.
It's like a nice glass of wine, you know?
Sort of like this.
That's different. Champagne and wine
champagne.
have different things. But
Yeah.
you take this thing out and you just hit it. It's ready to go.
Ready to go?
It's got about 60 hits in each one.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
So now, when did you get into this? When did you get into this whole pen thing?
3 years ago, we started developing it.
It's a good business, huh?
Yeah, I had legally sold weed back in 2000. You know what I'm saying? Like 99, 2000. I was a weed.
Right.
I was considered a drug dealer. You know what I mean? Like it
A
was.
drug dealer?
That's what it's considered. But it's legal now. You know
But
what
it's
I mean?
legal.
Yeah.
But when you were doing it, was legal.
No, it was legal back this 19 years ago. You know, it's
Oh, okay.
illegal, and I was doing it over state here and there. In New York, my pens go for 80 to 100 bucks a pen. Over here, they're 40 bucks, so they're going for overdub over there because New York City doesn't allow that. You know, it's against the law.
Oh, okay. So it's cheaper here.
I think Jersey has a medicinal license. They don't have a recreational, but
So when did you get into the? Is it called the cannabis? Is that the?
it's cannabis business. Yeah.
Yeah, cannabis.
It's one of the hardest business to get into now. Because it's very lucrative. My partners who have partnered with the company, they've been in cannabis for over 13 to 14 years legally. A license could run you up to $2 million right now just to get the license to
Just to
operate
get
into
the
this.
license.
The license to sell.
to sell.
Yeah, and to operate whatever it may be.
How much was it?
It's
3-4 years ago.
it wasn't about then. It was just getting it early because they changed the laws 16, 17 months ago.
Right.
California became full recreational, meaning all you got to be is 21 and over. Okay, 18 and over with a recreation card. If your
Right.
doctor gives you a card. But 21 and over, you can go anywhere. It doesn't matter if you have a fucking Ohio license, if you have a fucking Virginia license. As you walk into a dispensary here and you're 21 and over, you can buy weed legally. Colorado was the first state to become legal. And people were like, do you know what Colorado did their first year as a rec state? They did $1 billion in weed. $1 billion for the fucking state. You don't have any idea? And I was like, yo, that's crazy. I tell my partners, I did $1 billion. Like, man, like we're going rec next month. And I was like, no, I know, because we
Wow.
voted. And he goes, Ben, just watch what happens.
Shit.
In the first month of January, we did $1 billion in California. In the first month.
In the first month.
Yeah, in the first fucking month. You gotta remember, Colorado is tiny. Colorado ain't shit. You know what I mean? Like if you get the entire state of Colorado, that's smaller than Los Angeles County. Do you know what I mean? Let alone there's San Francisco, there's Sacramento, there's fucking San Diego. There's so many different areas of California. So it's just like crazy. And yeah, man, you know, it's been an amazing business. It's afforded me more time with my kids. It's opened more options for other things, and it's made options available. Listen, you've lived more life than me. You've raised kids that are older than me. You've done a great job. You know, I look at your son, and I think that's great. I can't wait to have a more relationship where me and my son can discuss, you know, real life together. He's old enough to where you could be like, hey, listen, you're not fucking dumb. Like, you know, hey, boom, you know, or whatever it may be, you know, like you have your own different, you know, he could do what he wants to do. You know, he can technically go ahead and fucking move to Alaska if he wants to. You know what I mean? It's just, I respect that. And with that said, I'm trying to get there, and people are like, yo, man, so what are you trying to, like, what's your next goal? Are you trying to do this, and you want to buy a new house? Listen, man, as sad as I don't say it publicly too much because I don't really give a fuck about the cars that I have anymore. I came here in the minivan today, right? I just don't really care because you know what? I think I've attained it. I've had it. I'm cool. Really, I just want to hear my kids laugh. You know, I just want to do that because money is dope, man. It's amazing. It gets
Can't take it with you, but right.
It's not about that either
Right.
so much either. It's just, it makes my life very convenient, and I'm grateful for that.
Right.
Other than that, you know, I'm still upset about stupid things here and there. I still get angry. You know what I mean?
What
Like,
excites you? You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, money is one thing, but like to be excited about something, to be passionate about, to be fucking, to me, that's what I live for.
yeah, I mean, look at
You know what I mean?
when
Like what the fuck do you get off on? Do you get a high on? You know what I mean?
We just talked about 3 movies where we
Right.
talked about Longest Yard, we talked about Chuck and Larry,
Jungle Fever.
and then no, I'm saying like more
right.
whatever,
Oh, yeah,
just like whatever, anything
Yeah.
more. And I look at it, I'm like, listen, I don't want to be the guy to be in a movie. I don't give a fuck if there's 25 actors in a movie, like legitimately 25 in the cast. There's 2, obviously, the star and whatever. Okay, fuck those guys.
Yeah.
Let's get the 23 that aren't the stars, right?
Right.
What did you contribute to the movie? Now go back to Chuck and Larry, right? I don't remember a couple of the firemen. I don't really give a fuck, right?
Yeah.
I remember Dan Aykroyd because Dan Aykroyd, right?
Yeah.
I remember Ving Rhames because
Yeah.
he played his thing. But I remember you because,
Yeah.
you know, like when you guys are fighting for the soap, you're like, nah, fuck this. Oh, no. And the
Yeah.
soap drops, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And fucking Ving Rhames picks it up and you look at him. You can't get that
Right.
look on the face
Right.
of disgust, shock, and like astonishment. Like you were like,
Yeah.
you know, that's acting,
Yeah.
man. You know, that's like you contributed to the
It's
movie.
memorable.
You know? Yeah, it's
is what
memorable
you're
and
saying.
everything. You know,
and I agree. You know, because you want to be remembered and be more memorable. I mean, not that you're trying to outdo anybody, but when people say, "I remember this," or "I remember when you were looking at his ass," I mean, like that means a lot to me because it's like,
No, you got to, man.
Fuck, man.
And you
Like,
gotta remember, I didn't fucking know you then.
no, I know. I was
You
in
know
the
what I'm saying?
I was in this movie, The Black Klansman, this year, and everybody was like, "Man, how
Oh,
come they made you?
shit.
How come they made an Italian guy a fucking part of the KKK?" I said, "Well, who the fuck cares, man? So what?
Yeah, you're an
Could be
actor,
a
you know
dark,
what I'm saying? Yeah.
dark fucking guy, whatever."
I mean, you know the guy
But
from
people
the
loved
guy,
what I did, and they were like, "I didn't know you were in it, but you were potent." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't fuck around. I don't fuck
Did you
around."
watch Training Day? Please tell me
love
you've seen
Training Day.
Yeah, I've seen it
Love
maybe
it. Like 10 times.
I've seen it maybe 80 times,
I
right?
like love the fucking movie.
Okay, remember at the end of the movie, towards the end, and he takes Ethan Hawke to the house with the 3 essays, the three Mexican
with the
gangsters.
Mexicans.
Remember the main guy who's like, "Hey, that's my fucking cousin, bro. You better watch." He had
Yeah,
the big
that guy.
mustache. I met the guy out, right? Whatever. He was auditioning for a role with my boy, and I was like, "Yo, this is crazy." When you see someone that big of an actor, you got to go
Yeah.
on audition, go whatever, and he's
know.
auditioning. This guy's wearing fucking sandals, wearing his thing, and I find out he's like Indian or Middle Eastern, but something totally far away from Mexican, right?
Right.
And you're like, holy fucking shit, this motherfucker nailed this. Because I'm LA, dog. So essays, that's LA shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is you.
Mexican
Right,
gangster,
that's you
Latino.
guys.
He nailed it.
He's one of those kind of heavyweight actors like my brother who like transforms into like
No, for sure. He's a
other
thespian.
people. Yeah, not everybody can can have that wide of a range. Even just working with him is a little intimidating.
Yeah, no, watching your brother, though, when he ended up and he got game, I was like, come on, man. Are you fucking kidding me? But then you get to the most legendary shit ever. And I wish it would have been Spike's movie, but you get to fucking Big Lebowski.
Big Lebowski.
And it's a Jesus, you know what I'm saying? You're
Yeah,
like, yo,
yeah.
the Jesus has, that's like a big deal, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Especially his Coen brothers, whatever. Boom,
Oh, yeah.
And
He did a character on stage called, it was a play called La Puta Vida. And that's where the Coen brothers kind of ripped off this character from.
oh, shit.
Yeah, like
really?
he did this character on stage, man. But you think about the 3 movies he did with the Coens. Miller's Crossing, where he's fucking unbelievable. He plays that guy, Bernie
I still haven't
Birnbaum.
seen it yet.
Oh, you
Miller's
gotta
Crossing's
see it.
on my watch
fucking
list.
badass movie.
But it's been on my watch list.
You didn't
That's
see
been there
Miller's
for, like,
Crossing?
Because I feel like I need.
Did you see Barton Fink?
Yes, I saw Barton Fink.
Barton Fink is good too.
But I needed.
I'm going to give you a list to watch today. I'm going to give you a fucking
Miller's
list.
Crossing,
You
I definitely gotta watch that
Miller's
shit.
Crossing, Once We Were Warriors. I'm going to give you some old, obscure movies too, man. Fingers. You ever see Fingers with Harvey Keitel? It's a fucking badass movie.
One of my buddies' good friends, Robert Downey Jr. My sister's actually Robert Downey Jr. stylist as well. So my sister styles Robert.
Really?
Yeah. And
What's your sister's name?
Jean Yang.
Jean Yang. So she's a big deal. Wow.
Yeah. So I've been around Robert through 3 or 4 different eras in his life. I've been through the time
So
when he
you've
was in
been like the
rehab.
highs, the
No,
lows?
I'm talking about the worst of the worst.
worst of the worst?
He was about maybe 110 pounds. He was carrying like a weird baton, like flashlight, like weapon outside of a club. And I was like, yo, is that fucking Downey? And you think about it, this guy is like the legendary legend. He's
Yeah,
Iron Man,
yeah.
right? Robert Downey Jr.'s name comes up.
Sweating.
My buddy.
Motherfucker. You know, I wear a lot of layers, Ben. Look at all the fucking shirts I have on.
Yo, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
I like to sweat, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're killing me right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking
So-
take some of this shit off, man. I get down to my underwear with Ben. We'll be doing a podcast on our underwear. Look at this motherfucker.
But anyways, my buddy was in a movie, Natural Born Killers.
Yeah, I know the movie. A little
Natural
bit.
Born Killers is a
Kinda.
fucking amazing movie.
Yeah.
And because he's Robert Downey Jr.'s good friend, he had a small part in the movie. He tells me that Tommy Lee Jones invites, and think about Tommy Lee Jones. You want to talk about a fucking actor?
It's a badass actor.
Yeah, that motherfucker. You want to talk about intense?
You know,
could you imagine telling this guy a joke? You wouldn't fucking laugh. You know, the guys.
You're on screen with these people, Ben. You got to be ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're not
Because
fucking around.
They come correct.
Yeah, they're doing an entire scene together. You know what I mean? Like there's a big part of the movie with Robert Downey Jr. playing that like paparazzi interviewer, hoster guy.
He's
great.
And he's a good dude.
Yeah, he's cool. I mean, I've just met him a few times. My sister works with him all the time, but he says that Tommy Lee Jones invites him to dinner, and I guess they sit down. They're shooting Natural Born Killers, about to do the scene together, and Robert Downey Jr. sits down with Tommy Lee Jones, and he orders an entire rack of ribs, right? Doesn't say one single word to Robert. Doesn't say, hey, how you doing? Hey, what's been going on? Hey, man, you late? Hey, are you hungry? Doesn't say a fucking thing to him.
Sits down.
Doesn't say one fucking word to him.
Eats a rack of ribs.
No, the ribs come. He eats the entire rack of ribs.
Yeah.
And he leaves. Doesn't pay, doesn't say goodbye, doesn't say nothing. Just fucking eats ribs and just left. And that was their meeting. He invited
Why did he have him?
I don't know. He invited him for dinner, and that's what he did. Just what I'm trying to get at is, you said Harvey Keitel.
Right.
He'd say, hey, what's up, John? And I meet people like that. You know what I mean? You see him like, boom. But sometimes when you're acting, listen, man, I met Heath Ledger after A Knight's Tale, like, you know, after 10 Things I Hate About You, blah, blah, whatever. And this guy's a, you know, a good actor. Wow, you know. I didn't really think of him as a heartthrob. I asked my wife, she's like, are you kidding me, babe? This guy is definitely, I had a fucking crush on him. But I was like, okay, you know,
Handsome
whatever.
dude.
My buddy was a good friend with him, right? He did Dark Knight. And I'm like, let me tell you something real quick. This motherfucker, this could be, you know, top 50 legendary fucking acting fucking characters in history. And then you see what he went through. This guy was taking Xanax, was taking Norcos, was taking all kinds of other pills, taking all this other shit. Then he's doing, I don't know if Brokeback Mountain was no, it was before that.
That was before that. That was like, that movie's the reason like what like spiraled his death pretty much.
Yeah, so from Brokeback Mountain, then went to Dark Knight, which he had to go super dark. Then he was shooting a new movie, and he fucking committed suicide, or you know, he fucking overdosed. And it's just like,
yeah.
But what I'm getting at is,
It affected him.
this motherfucker was, you would never
Badass.
know. This guy was a bad motherfucker.
He transformed.
If this motherfucker was alive right now,
This guy was like a probably sensitive soul deep down.
And it was too much.
And it was too much for him. And it took a lot out of him. And it was an accident. He died. My brother even told me, he said, that was an accident.
He
You
may
know what I
have
mean? But
he may have
who
never
knows?
acted again because those kind of roles take a lot out of you.
Sometimes some of these roles can destroy you. Like even The Sopranos, I heard, took a lot out of James Gandolfini, even though he didn't take care of himself. But that character playing that fucking guy.
yeah, James was fairly young, right? I mean, he was
He was a big man, but you know, he
how
didn't
big
take
is this guy? Seriously,
James was
260.
was big.
Six-
Yeah,
6'1",
probably.
6'2".
Bigger than John. He's
Yeah.
probably 6'2", 6'3". He was at my mother's wake, you know, 'cause he was tight with my cousin Aida. John directed him in a movie called Romance and Cigarettes.
Oh shit, that's right. I just found out today.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
That Ada was your cousin.
Aida.
Aida.
Yeah, she played the crazy sister. They did a play
I
together.
hated her in that show.
Imagine having a sister like that. You wouldn't like her. I remember the scene with fucking David Proval, who was great.
Don't blow the show, man. I haven't seen it yet.
What show?
Sopranos.
Are you fucking
watch
kidding
it.
me?
Yeah.
No,
It's
okay.
How do you
fucking
watch
Game
Miller's-
of Thrones. He watches
How do you
that
watch
shit.
fucking Miller's Crossing? You haven't fucking seen
And he
this?
watches that
Okay,
Game of
wait.
Thrones. He doesn't watch The Sopranos.
No, wait.
Get the fuck out of here.
Let me get my point.
Enough with this Game of
Let me
Thrones
get my-
shit.
let
I'm
me
not
get-
on board.
I watched this
Let me
shit.
get
Yeah,
my
me
point.
too.
I watched season 1, but Game of Thrones is almost over, so like my investment
Tell him,
is
Ben.
like it has to be there. But I'll get
outta here.
I
I'll
know.
get to it, bro. Here,
The fuck
well,
outta
I
here,
know.
bro.
Well,
the fuck you not up on The Sopranos?
he-
Change the game.
Listen, another show I loved, Magic City. They did 2 seasons. I'm so fucking bummed out they didn't keep going with it. That guy from Walking Dead, he's fucking really good in that movie. But
Dennis Farina's
Dennis
terrific.
Farina, let me tell you something real quick. In my top 10 greatest movies of all my life, he's in one of my favorite movies ever, which is Midnight Run.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Midnight Run is one of
He
my...
steals the movie.
Yeah,
Like.
he's one of my fucking favorite movies. And today was incredible. But by the way, first
It
of all,
was great in it.
Charles Grodin is a fucking
he's
great
a
actor.
badass.
So, yeah. So, you know, like Dennis Farina, fuck, man. This guy was in fucking, he was in Miami Vice. This guy was motherfucking, he died,
He died
last
recently.
year,
He had
or-
some sort of aneurysm or some shit. I met him. He was like a really bona fide, like tough guy. Big dude, had a lot of charisma. He had a big head. A lot of these movie actors, you notice they got big heads. Their heads are all big. Like that's why I can't be a movie star.
That's
I'm
the
a
joke
TV
in
star.
Entourage, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have a big head. Let's see, Ben. Ben could
I got a
almost
big-
be.
I got a big
yeah,
fucking
you
head,
could
man.
probably be a movie star because you got a big head.
You know who this guy is?
Who's this?
He's been in movies with you before for sure. Do you know who this guy
Oh,
is?
he's a good actor. You know, we did a little something. Michael Rispoli.
Oh,
he
yeah,
was in
Rispoli,
The
he's
Sopranos.
great.
He was in that the Dame Dash movie I did.
He's been in a lot of movies though.
a lot of movies.
I like this guy.
He's a good actor.
He's
I like this
he's
guy.
He gets
a
casted.
recognizable
He
face.
works more than me. This guy's a good actor. And a nice guy. A nice guy.
He's
and,
a nice guy. You like him?
Yeah, I like him as a person too. Like we were doing this Dame Dash movie and there's no script or nothing. And
Come on, that's just Dame. You know,
I
right
know,
now there's
I know.
a
And that's the
warrant for
first
his
time I
arrest
met
right
him.
now, man.
First time I met
Is
him.
it warrant?
There's a warrant for Damon's arrest right now.
What is it about?
Child support.
Because he was supposed to get that money from that guy.
I think he did.
Did he get the money finally?
I
Lee
think he did.
Daniels?
Yeah, Lee Daniels. You know
Yeah.
the fucked up part about his Lee became so successful, and let me be real with you. Someone loaned you. I was there. I've known Dame since '96. You know what I mean? '95.
You go way back with him,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, bro, you're talking about this guy fucking. Dude, look what I'm fucking wearing, bro. I'm wearing a fucking official Rockefeller chain. You know, like.
Yeah, let's see this. Man. This is the chain, right?
Yeah, this is just one of them. I'm saying.
One of them.
This is you're talking about a fucking thing where you know you loaned someone $5 million back then.
He
you know,
had that kind of loot?
Yeah, come on, man. They were fucking killing it back then.
Yeah, that
I wore Dame's his Rockefeller chain.
wow.
He let me put it on.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
No, that shit's good.
Come put this on me, Nick.
This one's clean though, man. That one's good.
I want to see what it looks like. I'll take a picture and I'll send it to Dame. He'll fucking laugh. He'll be like, what the fuck? Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? Yeah, you gotta take a picture of that, man. So
I was gonna ask
he
you.
loaned him how much?
$5 million.
$5 million?
Cash.
Cash.
Like one, boom, that's it. Here you go. You're good.
Really?
God bless you.
And he never returned it.
No, man.
That's not right.
No, it's not. And because Lee Daniels became so successful, it's fucked up. Do you know what I mean? It's even 10 times more fucked up that he did that.
Shit, man. Put on that jersey, man. Brooklyn Dodge. I brought you a jersey, man.
Dan was sitting on probably $100 million probably back then. That's how much money they were sitting on.
Really?
Bro, insane
It was
money.
that crazy?
Insane money.
Oh, look at my man with the Brooklyn Dodger jersey.
That shit here, man. It's fucking nice.
Oh, man. This shit is hot.
What's wrong with you?
He looks good, don't he?
You fucking, what's wrong with you, man? It's on, bro. What are you talking about?
Well, now it's on, yeah.
Take a picture, man. Take a picture of that.
I was gonna ask you, Ben, how did the Cudi piece come about for you?
You made this piece for Kid Cudi? It's crazy, man. Man, you've done it all. Fucking master DJ, master fucking jeweler, master pen maker. What the fuck hasn't Ben Baller done? You know what I mean? So go ahead. You're saying
you go to
for
Cudi.
Jesus. You go to Cudi.
You know, he played me some new music a month or two ago, and people are going fucking nuts. And I'm like, hey, what's up? He goes, yeah, but I'm not dropping out until next year. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, it must be fucking nice. You don't have to worry about it. And he doesn't, because Cudi's still the top 3 or top 5 highest paid rapper. This guy got $500,000 fucking for Coachella. Got another $500,000 to do Rolling Loud this last weekend. This guy's out of his mind with the cult following. It's because he played his position correctly, played all his fucking cards right. He is crushing it still. And he has new music. He's got Kid See Ghost. You know, he's got all this shit going on. He has a good show. He has charisma. He has an insane cult following. So because of that, it's kind of like A$AP Rocky, but on a different level. It's funny. January 23rd of this year, I'm in San Diego, and I'm going to pay respects to my son's godfather, one of my best friends, Q World Star from Queens. And we're visiting his grave site and doing a little memorial. We do it with all the World Star guys, about maybe 25, 30 of us. Mm-hmm. And I get a random phone call, and it's Cudi's manager, and he goes, hey, man, I'm a customer of yours. Just want you to know, whoop. My name is Dennis. I've been fucking with you guys for a minute.
Right.
And as he's talking to me, I just finished getting a massage. I get a massage from these fucking 2 young Chinese girls in San Diego. I get out, I'm feeling great.
2 girls?
Yeah, you get 4 hands, right? And I message one of my employees. I said, hey, listen, I don't ever tell you that, you tell me an NFL player comes in, blah, blah, whatever. But usually you tell me, this guy came in. Hey, guess what? This guy, Frank Clark, came in from fucking the Seahawks. I know you're a Seahawks fan. Boom. Okay, great. Listen, he just signed a $100 million contract. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? At a certain point, he probably don't want to spend with you because he wants to meet me, and that's what the problem. And he goes, yeah, that is exactly what happened. And I'm like, well, you should have told me sooner. Whatever. I text him and say, hey, man, Kid Cudi's manager's been shopping with us. This is a guy like it's not like a regular. It's not like a manager where you're like, oh, I got a manager from CAA or from fucking whatever, or ICM. Ain't no agency manager. This is a real manager from Ohio. One of his boys.
Yeah.
I knew that about Cudi.
Yeah.
Kanye and all these guys keep their team real small, and I've met Cudi a couple times, right? But whatever. So Pharrell referred him, who's the god of gods. Pharrell's considered, the god of this whole hip hop shit. I mean, as far as on the fashion level and that cool streetwear shit. And I was like, hey man, next time Kid Cudi's manager, decides to come, you should let me know. You know what I'm saying? Just because I know I have not that I would ever make the first move. It's like having Adam Sandler's phone number or Denzel. I wouldn't fucking hit these guys up for, hey man, guess what? Come to I'm not gonna bother these guys. You know what I mean? Like I know how busy I am. Can't imagine how busy their lives are. So with that being said, we start talking, and I'm in the middle of making like 3 things, and one, I'm not gonna say who they're for. I don't want to make them. I don't want to finish them. I don't really care. And I took a big check, and it wasn't like an Avengers thing where like, all right, well shit, you gotta do this because one, it is still cool and it's Avengers big. It wasn't that. It was like Denzel doing Unstoppable, that train movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is this fucking movie? You know, like,
why is he
it
doing
was that. Like, oh, you got 20 million, whatever it may be. All right, so
It's a payday.
I got payday, and I was like, oh, fuck, man, And I was like, you know what? Fuck it, yeah. When you need this body, he goes, I need it immediately. I'm like, fuck, of course you do. I love when people are just like, hey, man, just
Immediately. What does that mean?
That means just as fast as possible.
To do a good piece, how long does it take you?
Back in the day, a good piece would take me 3 weeks. Now it might take me 5 to 6 weeks. I'm talking about making it like the real, making it serious. Cudi used to work at the Bape store. And I'm sure your son wears Bathing Ape, Bape, and everything. And that's a really popular brand. I'm actually have an endorsement deal with them. And
You wear it.
Bape is a really big brand out of Japan.
Yeah.
And it was founded by a guy named Nigo. And Cudi used to work at the Bape store in New York City. He actually worked a retail job at this store. So it's like a Cinderella story where this guy came, boom, got a job, became famous, whatever, boom. So
big, yeah.
This character was a character designed by Nigo. Nigo sold the company to a Chinese gigantic billionaire, larger company. And the parent company that owns it now, they're crushing it now like they've never crushed it before in their entire lives. They take it to a whole different level. Bape is crazy. It's such a big brand. And Cudi kind of wanted to be known like, yo, man, I did this before anybody else was on there. Like the only person who had a character like this was Nigo, who's the founder, Pharrell, and then Milo, which is a character that they created out of this brand. So he hits me up. He goes, hey, man, I have a couple ideas for a few things. We start going back and forth. And I'm like, yo, man, show me some ideas. Boom. I'm inside a fucking Japanese $2 store, meaning everything in the store is $2 or cheaper, but it's Japanese. It's different. It's not like nice. It's way cooler, right? So I'm in here like those fucking stores, this shit, right? They have a couple items like $6, $7. But what they do is everything is from Japan, and it's a famous store in Japan too, and I fuck with it, and I just happen to be there in San Diego. So I'm in there talking to them. And I tell him, I say, you know what, man, I'm at fucking Miniso. And he goes, oh, shit, man, I love that place. You know what I mean? Boom. Because he fucks with Japan pretty heavy. So we start talking. We start going back. Next thing you know, me and Cudi are on the phone almost an hour and a half, 2 hours a day. I can tell this guy doesn't like talking on the phone. A lot of people don't.
Right.
I'm on the phone with this guy for an hour and a half, 2 hours a day. And a week at a time. I'm going to the studio once a week. Well, we're talking a lot.
About the piece?
Yeah, about the piece, going back and forth. We start get rocking. We start going... ideas throw back and forth. A lot of things change. Man, I was like, everything was, could you imagine if you're looking at a puzzle and you're like, oh, fuck, all right. What I do is I like to get all the flat edges, right? I see here's a corner, here's a corner, here's a corner here. All right, let's get all the edges. Okay, now you put that together, boom, let's put it here. And if you really know what you're doing, you start looking at pieces, sometimes you may look like, fuck, where is this fucking piece? Where is it? That wasn't like that with this one. It was like, all right, the piece is here, the piece is here. Pieces here. It was like quick shuffles. I was like, yo, this shit's coming together. I had a couple ideas. Scratch, went to the drawing board once, went to the drawing board twice, and I was like, yo, this thing's coming along. And I started showing him sneak peeks, and he's like, oh shit, this thing's starting to look crazy. And then I'm like, hey, bro.
You felt like you were onto something.
And I was like, hey, bro,
yeah,
this gonna fuck some people up. And I was like, bro, I'm about to change. Little small subtle details like the rings on his hands, the pink diamond watch that he's wearing, the enamel on the shoes.
Can we see we have a picture of the actual piece?
That is actual piece.
That's
jewelry. That's diamonds.
That's actually jewelry?
Yeah, that's real diamonds.
I thought it was like a fucking
Yeah.
drawing.
It's literally that's how unbelievable this piece came out. And he changed his eyes to red rubies because he's the stoner.
Wow.
His name is he's called the Lonely Stoner. Do you know what I mean? He's the Kid Rager. He's
Mr. Rager.
He's the Lonely Stoner, and he created this whole thing and like. His eyes are red. I changed the eyes to being red. Just the way I made this piece, black diamonds on the hair, cognac diamonds for the face to make the chocolate complexion and everything. Just doing this whole piece was crazy. And then
what did this take you? 5 weeks?
This took me like six and a half, 7. And I show it to Cudi, and he goes, holy shit. I ain't seen this kid smile. I mean, I've seen him on TV here and there, but I mean, he's not being paid to smile. He's paying me a lot of money, fucking a shitload of money, $250,000 fucking dollars. And he shows me the piece, and he's like, I show him the piece, and he goes, you have to be, and he was silent. And then he leaves the room, he gets into his little thespian character type thing, leaves the
Right.
room, and he goes FaceTimes his daughter. And he shows his daughter the piece, boom, blah, whatever. He comes back in the room, and he's like, yo, Dad, I love you, bro. Like, I was like, okay, man, you know, it's all good. You know, he's just emotional. Everyone's happy. We do a celebratory drink. We do a shot of fucking 1942. He rented out the Chateau Marmont. He rented out Bungalow A, Bungalow 1, like the night one. That's just legendary. You know the Chateau Marmont. You should know at
Yeah,
least
I know that
Chateau
Chateau
Marmont go on for fucking 30, 40
Yeah,
years.
it's legendary.
Legendary parties go on there. Anthony Bourdain used to stay there. Fucking Benicio
Everybody.
del Toro. Yeah, you name it. Like
Yeah.
all the big shots stayed there, right?
Right.
And he's rented out Bungalow 1. I'm like, yo, how much was this fucking place tonight? He goes, 5 G's. I was like, okay, you know, fuck it. It's your birthday. You know, fuck it. I don't go out. Not in Los Angeles. If any place that serves alcohol is open past 11 p.m., I've been out maybe 3 times in the last 2-3 years. 2 of the times were because of Cudi. So he brings me out, rents it, boom, and I go in there and we just chill, and he's just on some shit. And we haven't even finished the piece yet. And then the week after, it's the Grammys. Decides to rent the same bungalow. I'm like, God damn, he has a password at the door, security. We're playing music so fucking loud, I cannot believe the hotel's not like, listen, I don't give a fuck who you are. You're disrupting the entire, because this place has a lot of bungalows, a lot of private suites. You gotta remember who stays here, like major Mark Jacobs, fucking, you know, huge DJs, producers, the fucking Rolling Stones. You know, it's like they just like being there. So anyways, going on, and you know, like Cudi, he's a brilliant dude, and I was really, really like excited to do this for him. When I delivered the piece, you know, he said he got quiet, got excited. Then he tells me that he couldn't believe how many people blew his phone up. And then my phone blew up. And then all the magazines came. Then all the blogs came and everything else. And I've done a lot of crazy pieces in my life. I'm known for the crazy pieces, right? This
Right.
thing got 226,000 likes, right?
Right.
I never had a picture even get even more, almost, you know, 130. So
likes.
it was a lot, right? So like people are going crazy, and TMZ hits me up. You hit me up. He performs at Coachella like 2-3 weeks later. I go to Coachella with him. We go on there. He brings a chain. He's like, yo, this shit is crazy. He has security for him. So it's just, he said it's just like, he's never had a custom piece done before. So for him to come to me for it, it's like, you know, it's fucking, you know, I'm honored.
It's iconic.
Yeah.
But that's what it came down to. And it's crazy because, you know, 2017 was my year.
Right.
It was a year I won Jewel of the Year. It was a year of my biggest pieces. And it was the year that Ferg dropped Plain Jane. You know, Ben Baller did the chain. And it became, I trademarked it, right? It became huge. This is 2019, and I took a piece and topped all those for what people say. So it's just a crazy time, you know?
You know, they can't take that shit away from you. That shit's like forever.
No,
right?
not at all, man. They can't. Never. My name's on the back, you know what I'm saying? My name's on the
Last thing I wanted to ask Ben was, you know, what kind of baseball fan are you?
Gotcha.
I like to say this. I would say I'm a semi-legit NFL fan. I mean, I have season tickets, you know, and I follow it. But I can't say I'm as big of a fan as I am in basketball. I think that's what I take the most serious.
Yeah.
So I respectfully would say I'm a casual baseball fan.
Yeah, you're casual.
Yeah.
Right. At least you're honest.
I mean, how many games are there in a season?
162
Okay, 162. So imagine I hit maybe 10 to 15 games max.
on TV.
If it's the playoffs, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's but like consistently since I was 5 years old, at least I've been, you know,
Right.
going to Dodger games. And plus I feel like it's a cultural thing I need to do and show up and whatever. But when I see you talk about it, I almost try to scroll down the timeline as far away as possible from your shit because I just know you're fucking mad about shit.
Yeah,
like, you
no,
know,
I'm-
like
Just affects my day.
okay, so let's just say it's 120 games deep, right?
Yeah.
Red Sox and Yankees got four game back to back, whatever, you know, four game week. And let's just say they won 2 out of the 3 games, okay? They lost 1, and now you're watching the 4th game on this thing. You're almost at the end of the season. Let's just say you get a flat tire, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
You found out the Yankees won 20-0. I know that sounds ridiculous. 20-0. Do you give a fuck about that flat tire?
No.
I'm just being honest.
No.
Be honest with me.
No, not at all.
You don't, right?
No.
Now on the other end, let's say you just had a great meal, right?
Right.
You heard some great jokes. You had a great day.
Right.
And the Yankees lose 0-20, 20-0, right? They
Yeah.
get killed by the Red Sox. Tell me you're not just ready to go fucking kill everybody in the world.
Fucked up. Really bad. I was at last year.
Your day's fucked.
My daughter was singing the national anthem
Oh, shit.
at the Clipper game. Preseason. And it was game 4. Yankees, Red Sox.
ALDS.
ALDS. Yankees were down 2-1. Elimination game for the Yankees.
I remember
I'm
that
in
game.
the bar. I'm watching the motherfucking game in the bar. And you know, they're down like 4-0, 4-1, 4-2. I'm in the Staples Center waiting for her to fucking watch.
With your headphones on the
with
phone.
a big headphones on my head. Not little headphones. Like massive headphones. And I'm like, yeah. And it's my daughter, so I have to show up. They get eliminated. In the 9th inning, they had like almost fucking the bases loaded. Kimbrel's imploding, but fucking Stanton swings at a dumb pitch, man. I was so upset.
You yelled in the arena.
I yelled in the arena. People told me to calm down. I was so fucking mad.
They
I don't give a fuck where I am. I've been in restaurants.
Do you know what you yelled?
I've been on bars. What did I yell?
The final out, Glaber, I think it was, and you yelled,
Fuck! Yeah, and I mean it's hard.
security guard
This though,
the
they
security
what
guard
the
jumped
fuck was
at
going
you.
because you were listening to headphones. Like, how the fuck could they even know? Because the game hasn't even started. What I'm saying is,
the game was on.
The
no,
game
I'm
was
talking
on.
about Staples. Oh, Staples Center game was on.
The game,
Yeah,
it was
Clipper
after the
game.
national anthem, and the game is on.
The game is
What
on.
I'm saying is,
and he's watching.
no one knows why would you be screaming, even if they fucked up. It's the first quarter.
But how am I going to win this game? I'm saying, how am I going to win this game in Staples Center with a headset on a phone? How am I going to? Because to me, I'm helping them win or lose. I'm like, how am I going to pull this off? You got me here because of a national anthem, a fucking an elimination game, and all right, it's my daughter, it's blood, I gotta be there. And fuck
I
with me
don't
on an
know, dude.
elimination game.
I don't think my
that was
wife.
bad. I knew the Yankees were going down.
My wife would have probably told my son or my daughter. My wife would have probably said, "Hey, listen, man, he's gotta watch this Laker game. It's just not gonna happen." I was doing a podcast the second or third time I went to Rappaport's house, and he broke out something just to show me of you going crazy. And I laughed so fucking hard. And he goes, "Hey, bro, listen, man, if I don't know about fucking baseball shit, because, you know, I'm Yankees, you know, whatever." He goes, "I'll hit Nick just to cross-check to make sure I'm on point."
Right.
And I was like, "Nick's that cold?" He goes, man, this guy knows the fucking, like, designated fucking hitters. He knows, I was like, "Nah, get the fuck out of here." He goes, "No, I'm being serious. This motherfucker literally knows spring training fucking guys on the fucking team." And I was like, wow, you know, like.
I don't fuck around when it comes to that.
No, I mean, so you know every person on the roster.
Yeah, I basically know everybody. I know people in the minors, everything. I mean, I'm on.
You know the minors?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
like we
on,
just had
you
my
know,
boy Hunter Green on last
We
week.
had a young kid, Hunter Green, from the Cincinnati
two
Reds,
pick,
number
two-
two
two
pick,
years
a couple
ago.
of years ago. He just had Tommy John surgery, pitched for Notre Dame High School.
No matter what, forget about it. You know every pitcher in the bullpen, right?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, you know who they are.
I know who
You know
they
where
are.
they came
I used to play
from.
initial games with people, give you an initial, I give you a fucking stance.
Jesus
You know, you
Christ.
try to get.
The only thing I can think of is back in the day, you know, Ron Say, he was the Penguin, you know what I'm saying? He's
Yeah.
ran around the fence. The only thing I can't think
I
of.
can name their whole infield, you know, Say, Lopes, Russell, Garvey, you know.
But you know, it was fucking
Dusty
crazy
Baker.
because Dusty Baker, holy shit, man.
The three guys that gave up the three home runs to Reggie, I know all three of them. I mean, but people should know that, you know. Bert Cooten, Elias Sosa, Charlie Huff. I should know that shit.
Davey Loves, man.
These names are in my head. Jumped on the field, I grabbed grass. Cops were chasing me with a fucking stick. Yeah. And
So
then,
let me ask you a question. New Yankee Stadium or old Yankee Stadium?
Old Yankee Stadium.
You know, man, the new one is so nice, but goddamn, I
Beautiful,
don't feel
but it has no charm. It doesn't have that same.
You know, when I walk into Dodger Stadium, it's the same
get the same
stadium I
feel.
walked from since 1978.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on,
Thank you,
man.
baby Ben.
Fucking thank you for the
Killed
jersey,
it, man.
man. This is
Yeah, I hope
fucking
you
crazy.
like it, brother.
It's crazy. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
wear this to a fucking Dodger game. Yankees Dodgers this year. Maybe we'll go.